Queen Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I go. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I want, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.
All right. Welcome to the show, you all. I'm so excited to be here, to be honest. Listen here. We'll do this radio style. So, first and foremost, I want to thank all the royals for coming out and showing some support to the queen. I really appreciate you. And thank you all so much for being so gracious and patient with me as we work out the kinks over here um on a new system that we are trying, a new streaming system. Hello, Margie Fluffy. How are you? Good to see you. All right, so let's get into it. What happened? Y'all, it's a lot been going on in the hip hop world. But before we get into that, let's go ahead. I don't know if you guys know who Masika is, but Masika, I don't really know who she is. Maybe she was on like a Love and Hip Hop or a show or something like that. But her husband was in a car crash and it was by a drunk driver. So I do want to go ahead and report that story. Um, all right, let's get into it. Authorities identified Jamar as one of the victims involved in the fatal car accident in Houston. Okay, so actually, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and bring up this audio for you. And once again, you guys, thank you for your patience.
I'm KHOU's Jason Miles along the Katy Freeway at Washington/Westcott. Despite do not enter signs back there, this is where APD believes a driver got onto the freeway heading westbound in the eastbound lane. That prompted a chain reaction crash that killed both that suspected wrong-way driver and the driver of a very distinctive cyber truck. It was a pretty horrific scene that shut down the eastbound lanes of the Katy Freeway for hours early this morning. I have since identified through family the driver of the cyber truck as 38-year-old Jamar Chan, who was somewhat of a social media influencer, devoted to and very well-liked and respected friend. Many are still reeling from the news that he died in this suspected wrong-way crash along the Katy Freeway, the kind of crash we see way too often in the Houston area. In fact, we recently heard at least 111 deaths in Harris County alone from wrong way incidents between.
Wow. So listen here, prayers up to the family. Masika posts on X. She says, got me up at 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I know the news of my life. Just pray for me and my kids, please. So we definitely want to send prayers out to Masika. I want to say, was she on Basketball Wives? I want to say she's on Basketball Wives. Her name sounds very familiar. So definitely we want to keep her and those babies, those precious little babies. Oh no. And see, the drinking and driving is really, 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 is very dangerous. You take the lives of innocent people, and these people are having to leave their families behind, and the mother and who are responsible for taking care and stepping. That can be that tough job, innocently taken away, innocently taken away. All right, so prayers up to them. Now get into it. Rapper Young Bleed fighting for life in ICU's days after Cash Money No Limit verses. All right, so outlet reported Baton Rouge rapper Young Bleed is reportedly in ICU following a medical emergency after the Cash Money and No Limit versus event. His family confirms he is alive and asks fans not to post RIP messages out of respect. And that was from a post on Facebook. So there was a bogus media reports pronounced the 47-year-old rapper dead on Tuesday, but Young Bleed's sister Tidra sent out a defiant message on behalf of him, stating that he was still alive, ICU. Okay, so Young Bleed was definitely at the and on Saturday, Bleed was full of G when he performed his signature hit, How You Do That? How You Do That there, if you all remember, for Complex Con. But we're told he since suffered a major medical emergency. So we definitely want to keep that brother and his family lifted up in prayers as well. All right. So now this particular story right here, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Now, it says masked man robbed 47-year-old man at gunpoint after a dating app meetup goes wrong. Residents previously demanded better security for the building, but were ignored. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
7-year-old man last night. Police sources tell us the man was waiting for a person he met on a dating app at his home on East 21st Street. But when he opened the door shortly before 9 p.m., two men dressed in all black with face masks forced their way inside. They pointed a gun to his head and forced him to lay face down on the ground. They tried to tie him up, but the man resisted. We're told one of the attackers then kicked him multiple times. The two men stole some of his personal properties and ran off. The victim was taken to the hospital with injuries, but in stable condition. This morning, tenants in the building were shocked by the news.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
Were you around last night? Did you hear anything?
No, I didn't. No. Oh my God.
Other tenants say they've raised safety concerns with management multiple times before.
From a security perspective, I think that the building could be doing a lot more for us. We've reported issues with packages being stolen.
They say they've even asked the landlord to change the building's access code after they say too many non-residents are able to get inside. It's still unclear what the two men took from inside the apartment, but police are still looking for the attackers. In Flatbush, Shakti Dennis, News 12 Brooklyn. A terrifying encounter.
All right, so listen here, ladies and gentlemen. So you heard it. Listen here. I mean, you meet somebody on an app, and you are trying to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. It was late at night, so we only know what God knows what's going to go on, right? But this is my thing. When you're on that dating app, you better let somebody know what's going on. I don't care. I would get friendly with one of my neighbors. Hello, I'm dating, and I use an app, and I'm having a friend over, and I just want somebody to know what's going on, or whether if it's your friend, or let somebody know. Like, don't just be inviting people over, and also tell that person to send you a photo. Send me a photo, video me, or something like that. See who you're dealing with. But then things get violent. I mean, are y'all okay? It is around the holidays. Like, it's around the holidays. So desperate times, desperate measures. And we're going to see a lot of that going on. But just to know that, the residents have, complained about security and surveillance and things like that. I would have gotten a ring camera or something, a way to secure my spot. That way, anybody coming or going to my place, they would definitely, um, be on camera. Yes, and so, like I said, let someone know. This ended up going far. Like, someone was assaulted, someone was taken to the hospital, and there were complaints about the building's code. Everybody got the code. Okay, you come once, hey, you already know the code. Just the same old code. Come on in. So that means that they can come when they are uninvited. You see what I'm saying? And I'm surprised there's like no camera when they are coming in, whether they're using their key or not, or the passcode or not. I think that there should be a surveillance camera there. I feel like the apartment building could possibly be facing up some lawsuits, because now we have more testimony from the neighbors, from the tenants, and then if old boy didn't want his business out, well, it's out now. It's out now. Let's get into it. You said horrible, and you don't have to come to your home. You come where there's a public place. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our next story, child. It's been a lot going on out here, baby. And we just gotta just stay focused, keep our eyes on the prize, and don't get too wrapped up in what's going on out here. Speaking of tired of things going on, shout out to the neighborhood talk. Lemuel Plummer on why he keeps speaking out concerning baddies drama. I'm not gay. A female, a baddie, Diddy or evil. I'm exhausted. Well, he goes on to post. Some people are asking why I'm responding to Chris Sean and others this season. And I understand, no, I'm not gay. A female, a baddie, Diddy respectfully. And he's saying that respectfully. Okay. I'm simply speaking up because I'm exhausted by the ongoing disrespect and disparagement from some of these ladies. I've provided these young women with genuine opportunities that have allowed them to earn substantial income and achieve instant visibility and fame. I don't force anyone to do anything, nor can I control what others choose to. This this disrespect and disparagement from some of the ladies, I've provided these young women with genuine opportunities that have allowed them to earn substantial income and achieve instant visibility and fame. And see, I have to take it back there because that's the problem. They didn't really have to work for anything. They didn't have to work for anything. Everything is just given. You see what I'm saying? So, um, when you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you're creating a monster. Okay. And let's be mindful um and be demure when we're moving around. All right. Okay, so I don't force anyone to do anything, nor can I control what others choose to say about me. However, I will no longer remain silent simply because I hold the title of CEO. People often place you on a pedestal that no one can realistically stand on. At the end of the day, I'm human just like everyone else. I'm not looking for sympathy or empathy, but I'm keeping 100 moving forward. I mean, either you're going to be the CEO or you're going to be the talent. You see what I'm saying? Maybe y'all need to rewrite the contracts. I mean, is it in a contract where you can just come by? I mean, it is given city because once again, when you go back to the night, Doug was like, hey, if you're tired of your manager standing in your videos, gotta sing solo, on your album colors and this like that, come on over to Death Row. I mean, let me just say this with my management team, I want full range. I mean, uh, I want full range in how my story is put out. Is not going to be no, oh, we're fighting. Somebody's, had too much drink and now they want to fight and all this violence. No, no, no. Because what are you really giving to the people? I mean, people can find that easily on viral videos. So when you're hosting grown women, you're giving them money and they're encouraged to fight, they're encouraged to drink, they're encouraged to do all these things. Like, what did you think was going to come out of it? It's going to be drama. It's going to be drama. Unless it's like, you know, you have a show where maybe it's cocktail hour, the ladies they might have a drink, banter and things like that. I mean, that's helping the ladies. Like, some ladies they might do like it doesn't have to be a cocktail, it could be a mocktail. Introduce mocktails. Mocktails are cool too. Dress them up really cute. I've had plenty of mocktails. Mocktails are drinks, but they're dressed up, you know, to look or make you, look like, beverages like so you can fit in, you know. So yeah, I think that Lemuel is really not taking accountability when he says that he's giving him, he's giving him money and things like that, and you're giving him contracts. But are you sending them to therapy? Are you encouraging therapy? I mean, when we talk about your hit star, Krishan, I mean, we were rooting for her. She went and gave her life to Jesus, and she was doing the right thing, and it seems like now she's back out here and doing the Watusi. You know what I'm saying? All over the place. Let's go ahead and get into the comments. You said when you don't work for it, you don't appreciate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And see, it's a marathon, This is a marathon. This is not, we're not racing to the end. We're not trying to speed past nobody. We're just cruising, you know? We're just cruising. So yeah, Lemuel, I think that you need to take a little bit more responsibility for what you what you are, complaining about. Let's be honest. Okay. All right. So did you all, oh my goodness. So did you all catch the interview with Tasha K and Mac Breezy from Atlanta? So Mac Breezy, let me give you guys a backstory. So she was the first female artist signed, first artist period signed to Gucci, right? Gucci Man, the one that's married to Keisha K. Orr. Well, listen, she spilled the beans on Tasha K, and when I tell you, baby, listen, she held back nothing. When I tell you she held back nothing, she had brought letters, she brought the backstory, how it all started. She explained that viral clip of Gucci Man pushing her and then assaulting her. Yes. Listen, I mean, she was so transparent. She drank water. Listen, Tasha K has like the wine cellar and things like that. Baby, she was like, we're doing water, and that was just, I respect her for that. And her sobriety, she said that she drinks every one. She specifically wanted to have water so nobody would think, oh, she's over there and she's lit up that wine and oh, she's, the speculation. She spoke from the heart. And I would encourage you guys to check that out in its full entirety. I will be doing commentary and giving you guys a review of it, but I want you guys to watch it for yourselves, and then we'll definitely cover it. All right, you says hi, Queen, in chat. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, everyone, and hit that like button if you haven't. Hey, the Pisces 888. We're using a different streaming service tonight. Yes. You said I'm always hesitant to watch her because a lot of her guests aren't credible. Oh, listen, I want to see. Let's give her a chance. And let's just say this, like, she did retract when it had come to the Cat Williams interview. She had a conversation with him. Things didn't work out. So I do see some change. She's not gonna be perfect. She's not gonna be perfect, but I think that she's on the right foot. When she had taken that post down of Cat Williams, that situation, she was like, he didn't ask us to, but just in good taste and good favor, and just to, I mean, she was, a decision that she wanted to make, child. I'm all for the level up. I'm all for therapy. And I know she's been doing therapy and things like that. Yes. So listen here. Are you all enjoying this broadcast? Is my sound clear? Yes. Hey, Norris Tony. Birdie's in the building. You said I would check it out just for you. Thank you so much, the Pisces. Yes, thank you so much. Now, I want you all to listen to this. Now, this particular story right here, it really hit me like in the face like an airbag. Okay. This is Luciana, Amy Luciana. And when I tell you Miss Mamas got out here and she spoke some truth, I want you guys to take a listen and we'll debate and we'll talk about it. Let's go.
6 months being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce.
Okay, hold on.
I met the love of my life and I almost divorced his ass in 6 months being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you, as a new wife, I know this is going to be a hard practice, but shut your mouth. Shut up. Now, I know some of y'all going to say, oh, you got to shut up because you married. What is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles. And sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. What does die to my old self mean? Because I'm very much still alive. It simply means adjustments. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Again, heavy on your one now. No, your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Confrontational spirits hidden by passion. You're not passionate, sis. You just got an attitude problem. Lose it. Quick gems. Successful top tier men, they just want peace. They don't want anything else. You can't do anything else for them besides bring them peace. Mistake I made, me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Lying to yourself is hard, okay? You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Some people settle for that, but this person married you, they're not going for it. Passive aggressive attitudes. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up with their mom, their siblings. They married you. They don't want to feel the trauma from childhood. And I'm about to say something that's probably going to hurt y'all feelings. Black successful men do marry black women. But my girls, let's be for real. Let's talk about it. I already know, sis, life was not easy for us. And along the way, we formed a little neck roll that we can't get rid of. Because life was hard doesn't give you the right to be rude, a bitch, confrontational, nasty attitude, uncooperative, any of those things. Married now, sis, so you're joining with one. It should be a peaceful harmony, right? Which means you have to die to yourself with all the ugly things that do not create peace. Let's talk about the maybe I rule. If there's conflict going on in your marriage, in your home, silently to yourself, not out loud to your husband, ask yourself, maybe I am understanding this wrong. Maybe I am processing this wrong. Maybe I am being overly emotional. Maybe I am not listening. If you silently ask yourself the maybe I's and then go in a corner and process them before you respond, you'll see that maybe I can do something to meet him more in the middle versus pushing the confrontation. I did not say you cannot have an opinion. I never said that. I said stop, process your emotions, okay? You're married now. You basically just said, I love you for the rest of your life, my life, no matter what we go through. Me not really understanding the real concept of marriage, I was thinking like, oh, Dwight, you're doing this. I don't like this. I'm going to flee. I'm going to run. Listen, y'all. You ain't ready for marriage if that's the way you think it.
Listen, that really hit home, child. Thank y'all so much. You said sound is good. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I do agree with her on certain things. I do feel like the first year of marriage, definitely love on your husband. Love. I mean, just don't focus on nothing. Don't worry about buying no house. Like, I mean, do everything. No, I'm just saying, like, have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. And it depends on your circumstances, right? No matter what, here, have as much fun as you want because it's gonna get serious. It's like, okay, it's like the honeymoon, make it memorable, may have fun, but then it gets serious. And she's definitely right. And for me, when I got married, I thought that it was, you know, it just changed everything. Yeah, my Prince Charming found me. Yeah, he found me, but he found me beautifully distressed in distress. You feel me? And it were some things that, he didn't really know, like the deep trauma and things like that. But we learned and we had a situation, to where we had to learn quickly. Were we going to do this, or were we going to get serious, or were we going to um not hold each other accountable and move forward together as one? You see what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just me, oh, let me make a decision. No. When you have to consult, you know, when you have to compromise. And guess what? Telling your friends what goes on in your relationship with your husband is a no, 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 no. No, no, no. It's okay to be cool. It's okay to hear, stories. You can give advice, but never Never offer up that information. That's like, in my opinion, that's oversharing. You know, it's oversharing because, you are one, Yeah, it's a true partnership. Absolutely. It's a true partnership, you know, and it works. It works. But I must say, get the help that you deserve. If you have like some little flaws, you got a little anger issue, you know what I'm saying? You still got a little trauma that you're dealing with from growing up. It's okay to say, baby, you know what? I done been through some things in my life, and I'm still working on some things. I'm gonna need your grace. I'm gonna need your support, but I don't need you to enable me to continue on with certain habits. And that's it's an accountability partner as well. You have your spouse to hold you accountable. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's you, it's him, it's us, it's we, it's I. It's I. We together, one band, one sound. But yeah, the peaceful harmony, you can have a peaceful, harmonious marriage. I'm telling you, you can. I'm telling you, you can. But it's a mutual respect. Just because you get married, that don't mean that you bigger than one, you are one. Your husband is the head of the household. You're the beams. You keep the house together, you know? And then the maybe I gotta be honest. I use the maybe I. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm having a mood today. Or the maybe I. So I can totally agree. Sometimes you have to check yourself. And that's a part of growth. Definitely a part of growth. So yeah, and also what she said, process it in silence, and then move forward. Now, speaking of processing, I don't know if y'all know that No Limit Artists Mercedes end up apologizing. Yes, let's go ahead and get into it.
Together myself, so I got on here today to publicly apologize to me. I absolutely know it was not your fault. Unfortunately, I flashed out because I am human. It was a number of things that happened that day. It was really chaotic leading up to that point. Y'all really don't know. Y'all just saw me spaz out. But I was just simply stating that he doesn't own the song. It's my song. I don't know what y'all know about music, but do your research. I'm not about to do all that because that's really not what I'm here for. Like I said, I'm coming to give a public apology, number one, and assert myself because I've been around like since the beginning. Not like since they was in California, but when I got signed is when they were literally about to take off. I was there for the Bobby soundtrack. I was there for TRU. I wasn't on it, but I was there. Like I was literally at all of the big tours and stuff that they were doing. I was there. So yes, I've been with them recently on the road and all of that. So, I don't understand because I'm reading all the comments and I see, well, who is she? Who she thinks she is? Like y'all haven't been listening to my music. Like that's what's tea. This album came out in 1999. Okay, I did this in 7 days. So yes, there was a collective effort all the way around the fucking board because I didn't even know I was about to go and record. That's another story. Bottom line is, I spent money to be here. I was not invited, but I'm everywhere. And tonight was historic. So whether I was going to actually get on the mic or not, I deserved to be up on that stage. I deserved for when he was doing that song to at least say, shout out to Mercedes, because if nobody else knew I was on the side of the stage, he did. That's for another story. At the end of the day, it is my song. I was not allowed to do it, and I have paid my dues. I was the first R&B artist on No Limit. Yes, Nia X is the biggest mom, but she been here. But if you ask her, I'm the baby girl. Okay, with this technology, y'all I'm pretty sure y'all know who y'all have been all up and down my little page. Y'all see I don't even post like that. So I know that, you gotta serve a little something to make these real pretty. Because the other part is already done. I spoke out of anger and frustration because I'm hurt at the end of the day. Versus is a big deal. I am an artist. I was around when you had to and go to auditions and get turned away, and it was just a different ballgame than how it is today. So I really don't expect everybody to understand, but the ones that need to know, I was excited, you know what I'm saying, to be there. I wanted to support my former labor mates, whether or not I was singing my song, because to my knowledge, my song wasn't even going to be performed. I wanted to choke up. But I don't want to leave having anybody thinking that it was me, because like I said, I was upset. I passed out. I wrote a caption and I heard the shit of it. Did I think this was going to go viral? Absolutely not. I swear I didn't. And like I said, I truly apologize again, Pete. And I also apologize to the fans, because the ones that rock with me, and I love you, truly. I'm a deep I represent New Orleans every chance I fucking.
All right. So to get into it. So that was Mia X. Now, former No Limit artist Mercedes apologizes for lashing out over her song I Can Tell being performed without her at the Cash Money versus No Limit versus. Says she felt overlooked, not disrespectful, just wanted her flowers. It sounds like she just wanted some acknowledgement. Maybe they didn't know that she was going to be there, because I don't know. It's like something in the air, but my voice is a little raspy, you know. Don't get me to singing a song right now, okay, on stage. But listen here. She said that she had flashed out. It was chaotic. She spazzed out. Uh, she said that he does not own the song. And Mercedes been around since the beginning. She said she was on the tours, and she went and recorded the song in 1999. It took 7 days. She didn't even know that she was going to be recording it, and she's been spending her dues. She's done her dues, and I think that she just wanted to get her acknowledgement. But see, we're hearing the same thing with Mac Breezy. You get what I'm saying? Mac Breezy. See, I don't know, with the females. And do y'all think that these women, like, even when I think about these ladies and coming up against the man, I think about Miss Chalet. Do y'all know Miss Chalet's story? Her situation. And, I don't know. It's like back then, a lot of artists, they didn't really have good management. Or sometimes they went with the labels, lawyers, and all that. So I don't think they really just had a chance to really just soar in the way that they could have. But get into it. All right. So, oh, geez. Y'all get into it. Now, Birdman and D1 linked up at the concert or the after show.
I'm just saying, bro, ain't no Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. And what we gonna do is I want to do it. I gotta talk to him, man. I ain't talk to him. Come on, let's do it. You walking this way. Man. Say that, bro. You don't want to. Let's do it. You're right. You're bad at this. Me is bad at this. Thank you. They don't like me, but they
Okay. So, girl, why was Tamar at the verses, honey? Did y'all see her up there? It's this viral video of this white dude. He's like on stage and like he's rooting his man on. That's what Tamar was given. I was like, where's Tony? Somebody call and check on Tony. Child, it's given, let's just do this for the ratings. You guys know that they are the first long running black family on reality TV. Tamar, definitely she said that on the Outlaws podcast by T.S. Madison. Actually, yes, I was listening in, and yeah, she says some incredible things. And actually, I'm going to review that interview as well, because a lot of people were saying, nobody get paid like the Kardashians, and I think Tamar begs to differ on that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Let's see. All right. So this story right here, let's get into it. It says quality control rapper Marlo was killed over 5 years ago, and the incident remains a cold case. Do you guys know who Marlo is? That was with quality control. If you guys don't know who quality control is, that's um, JT and Carisha, their management. Uh, let's see. I believe it was like Offsets and uh, I want to say the Migos. Weren't the Migos signed them? Well, let's get into it. Marlo was found shot to death inside a coal on Interstate 285 in Atlanta on July 11th, 2020. In the years since, police have been left with more questions than answers. On October 24th, Fox 5 News Atlanta reported on the case, revealing that one has come forward with information about the crime. These have no. Oh, I guess they said no one has come forward. No, it said no one has come. Okay, it says it's been a hard 5 years, Marlo's father, Rudolph Johnson, told the news outlet. We haven't had closure yet. Police say Marlo was in the studio on the day of his death. He was shot and killed around 11:30 p.m. while there haven't been any advances in the case. Police say Marlo was the intended target of the shooting. Marlo inked a deal with quality control in 2017. He would go on to release 5 mixtapes with the label, including his debut, To the Hard Way with Lil Baby. Okay, whoever wrote this, y'all, I need y'all to completely give me this article with no errors. Okay, we're here in radio. All right, so this was like 5 years ago. They said that he was at a studio. Y'all know what? This is given setup. Allegedly, it's given setup. Okay, you're at the studio. Who was following him? This is given somebody was following him. They offed him allegedly and kept it moving. We don't know if, hey, maybe they ran over, got something out the car. We don't know what happened, but who was he with? Where's his cell phone? I mean, this was in 2020, for heaven's sakes. This wasn't like it was like 1995 or 1999 with the Diddy situation. Remember that situation when they were, speeding through the New York City's street lights or stoplights, him, J-Lo, and all them? I don't remember that rapper. You said, I watched them. They were before. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, you said, I watched them when they were on before they just started the show back up again. Yes, they did. Tony Braxton's going to but be in on tour with Boys to Men. Oh, okay. He said, I don't remember the rapper. Nope. LOL. Migos and Lil Baby too. So Lil Baby was, oh god, so Lil Baby is the only one living. Well, him and the girls. Uh oh, child, let me look. Okay, Lil Baby. Y'all about to make me do some investigation. Lil Baby. We got Carisha and JT. I'm gonna have to do who the artists. Where are they now? Y'all just made me make a note. Okay. Okay, you said there was another rapper that unalived himself last year. He was signed to quality control too after the nightclub shooting. Okay, so you said there was another rapper unalived, unalived himself. Okay, quality control artist. I need to look that up. Okay. Oh, and then I was about to say Enchantment. Do y'all know who Enchantment is? Enchantment, she was one of Gucci's artists. She's no longer with us. I believe, did she pass last year or the year before? So I have Where Are They Now? Rapper unalived himself, quality control artist. Uh, and then, side note, after nightclub shooting, y'all are getting me so much to work with over here. He said after the nightclub shooting, OG Maceo, OG Mako. Oh, you better not be talking about Maceo, OG Mako. Yeah, she was signed to Gucci. She overdosed. Is you rolling? That just brings up the song. Is you rolling? Rolling? My friend is engaged to the rapper Khalid's mom. Hold on. Okay. Research. Okay, and she's a rapper. Okay, rapper Khalid's mom. Okay, y'all giving me something to work with. So how do y'all feel about this with this unalignment? The people are seeing that he was sacrificed for little baby. Okay, you said Enchanting died last year. Do y'all think that we need to look into these stories of these artists that went away? So we're gonna do Enchanting, Gucci, Gucci Mane's label. I want to look and see what other artists have unalived. She made that pasta and lobster song. And you know what? I like Enchanting. Like it was some of her songs. I'm like, wow. And I hadn't listened to him lately, but I can say when I listened to her songs, it was like, okay, like, all right. Enchanting, her music was a vibe. And yeah, but when you're in that business, yes, the rap industry is wicked. Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's very wicked. And you just really have to, you just got to surround yourself with people that give a care about you. And I know that's kind of cliche, but yeah, you definitely have to have somebody that's going to be there for you. Like 100%. Big Scar. Okay. Big Scar. Okay. That trends on TikTok. She makes a pasta lobster song that trends on TikTok. Okay, pasta lobster song. TikTok. And then guess what you got on TikTok? I'm on TikTok. I'll put it in the chat. Lobster pasta lobster song on TikTok trend. Okay, I'm writing this down. Y'all know I have to do my research before I get to talk about people. Yeah, I gotta get my facts together, baby. And then my other devices over there. Actually, if you guys can check community wall, give me like 5 minutes after this broadcast. I can post my TikTok on there, and you guys can go by there and make sure you subscribe and follow me on there. You said Big Scar and Enchanting to his we're signed to his label, and they both. Oh my god, it's a thing. I want y'all to look at this. And this is all gonna make so much sense to me because Enchanting and Big Scar, okay, we have Mercedes and then we have Mac Breezy. They're still here with us. They not all drugged out. They're not all, you know what I'm saying? Like if they did do things in the past, and I really want y'all to check out that interview with Mac Breezy because she made some statements up in there, but long story short, they're still with us. You see what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, child, I'm not gonna set myself up get to talking about these people and hadn't done my research. I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. You said it's the one got a white boy on my roster. He be feeding me pasta and lobster. Pasta. Kylie is a good girl. I mentioned her because Kylie was friends with Enchanting. Oh, okay. So we talk about okay. No, 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 no. Don't take that wrong. Hold on. Okay. Got a white boy on my roster. I think I heard that song. Yeah. I'm trying to get down to the nitty gritty of, you know, these these beautiful women, like, and even Enchanting, like, she was a beautiful chick. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me put my little notes right here. Actually, let me put Rasta and Pasta on my playlist. Got a white boy on my roster. Okay, I can roll with that. Hold on. Got a white boy on my roster. I might have to do a TikTok to that. Hmm. Because y'all know I'm trying to be cool. Like for with my TikTok, I probably have like three or four, maybe five videos. I'm not really that active. I'm just now trying to learn out the Discord and all that. I'm trying to find out the Discord and all that. So I've got these gadgets over here that I'm trying to, or these apps, as I can say. But Twitch, oh, we're streaming on Twitch too. So I am on Twitch. If you guys did not know, we're on Twitch too. You said we need a conspiracy live with you, Queen 88. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna write that down. We need a conspiracy live. Okay. See live. Okay. So with me, Queen 88, Pizarro covering these rappers dying. Doubt I would be interested in that. Covering these rappers. Yeah, because didn't Julio, he from Florida. Didn't they take him out? Lord forgive me if they didn't. The rappers dying. Sorry, I'm over here. I gotta write my notes. So girl, I'm not gonna say that I'll forget, but I like to keep a note so when I go back through here, I know I got homework to do. He said, I don't have TikTok. I'm old. I have a hard enough time doing YouTube. listen, listen, don't pressure yourself and don't feel bad. Because what um everything that's going on right now is going on I just stream to multiple platforms. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So is that all our topics for tonight? I tried to give you guys an hour worth of celebrity news, hot topics. Yeah, that's it. Oh, we did good. No, we got one more story. Hold on. Okay, you said they killed Julio on his birthday. Yes, yes, his trial is going on now. Okay, I'm gonna have to get into that. You know what? So, did y'all hear? Oh, it's Julio. Um, did y'all see that young lady in his court was in there laughing? I thought that was just wicked. Yeah, that was something different. Okay, so let's get into this next story. Okay, so let's get a little messy. Can we get a little messy? Just a little bit. Okay, so we got to circle back around. We got to circle back around to Birdman. Okay. Now, Tamar was at the verses. I mean, was she reliving her 2003 situation with Birdman? Now, if you guys don't know, Tamar, yes. Oh, yes. Get in close. Yes, Tamar Braxton and Birdman were briefly in a relationship around 2003. It was a short lived romance that happened when both were rising in their respective music careers. The timing, the relationship occurred in 2003. Nature of the relationship, it was described as short-lived. Okay. Cross Crossover between R&B and hip hop child. It's important to distinguish Tamar Braxton from her sister, Tony Braxton, who also had a high profile relationship with Birdman in later years, currently, right now. So, I don't know. Child, at this point, y'all give me a show because now I want to have my sister on the show. Now I want to have my sister on the show. Y'all get me the lights, camera, action. Get me the contracts. Come on, we're ready. I think I'm ready to speak. I think I'm ready to break my silence. How you doing? Let me break my silence. You said you should cover his child. That would be good for views too. Yes. Yes. See, and I'm like a different like wavelength right now, y'all. Like it's I'm just moving different. I like to have fun. This stuff is fun, covering these stories. And this is my passion. This is my lane. It's like it does not feel like a job. When I'm on here and I'm doing these topics with y'all, it's like y'all are just sitting right here next to me. He said, let's get messy. Tamar's behavior was a little sketchy. Listen, my sister is not doing that around my husband. No, back up. Oh, you need some water. Here, let me get some water. Let me get some water. Sound like you want to quench his thirst. I mean, she was anxious and amped up. What was she drinking? You said nothing like keeping it in the family. Girl, hell no. Hell no. You know, you know, I'm not. Listen, Magic. Now listen here, child. That was a lot. Okay, that was a lot. But I'm just like, mm-mm. I mean, she was just gyrating and bent over and throwing it back and clapping her cheeks. I was like, Tamar is doing way too much, sis. Get that man some space. And then, I mean, she was just right there. You gonna drink this water? Oh, oh, yes. In 2003, 2003, Tamar dated Birdman. Yes, it was given. I don't know. That was too friendly for me. Y'all should. I mean, send Trina. No, I don't know. Send somebody else. That just. Mm, uh. Yeah, my sister. No, 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 no. Back away from my man. My man. My man. My man. Okay. I wonder was Tamar thinking about him all the way home, honey. I mean, you just never know. Like I said, you just never know what people's intentions are. That's her sister. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying something. Listen here. I love you all, and I want to say thank you all for coming on by. This concludes our broadcast, and you all have a wonderful evening on purpose. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa. This concludes our broadcast.
Your hottest tea and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say it stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I go. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I'll pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I want, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.